Iran has hit back at US President Donald Trump's claim that he would soon declare the Strait of Hormuz part of US territory. Iran says the crucial energy waterway it has blockaded since February will remain Iranian and that the United States should admit defeat.
Stepping up the rhetoric. At a political rally in New York last night, Donald Trump said that after the defeat of Iran, he would be declaring the Strait of Hormuz as United States territory. The Wall Street Journal later reported an unnamed White House official saying that Trump had been joking. But the closure of the strait has driven up prices for American voters, creating a political headache for the US president as November's midterm elections approach.
For you to pay a tiny little bit more for your gasoline, just remember you're doing it so that a very evil country cannot have a country. Really, it's the #1 state sponsor of terror in the world. We don't want to have them have a nuclear weapon. So remember that when you have to pay a little bit more, you're at $4. It's okay. I mean, it's I'll never apologize. I did the right thing.
Iran says no decision has been made yet to resume negotiations with the United States. Its Foreign Minister Abbas Araki saying that Washington must meet conditions before shipping can resume in the crucial waterway that once handled 1/5 of the world's oil. Today, the United Arab Emirates blamed Iran for attacking a vessel belonging to state-owned oil giant ADNOC in the Hormuz Strait. Oman also says oil pollution has affected around 12 kilometres of its coastline as efforts continue to tackle a spill from a leaking tanker outside of the strait. Eleanor Burnhill, RTE News.
Well, here at home, concerns are growing over rising fuel prices, with recent cuts to excise duties to begin reverting to their normal level from the 1st of September. Let's get more on this from Sandra Hurley of our political staff. Sandra, we've seen fresh surges in oil prices as a result of this ongoing conflict between the US and Iran. Is this no doubt putting increasing pressure on the government ahead of the new Dáil term?
Yes, undoubtedly. And as you mentioned, that deadline is looming, the first of those dates for the restoration of excise cuts that were brought in earlier this year in the face of those nationwide fuel protests. So the plan from the government that they announced at the end of June was that they would restore excise in 4 phases beginning on September 1st. But the problem now is that the fuel price shock that we have seen, it hasn't abated. And you've also had those figures this week that the tax take from fuel is huge and it is swelling the government coffers. So there's huge pressure on them now to reverse that intention. There is some signals tonight that the government is looking potentially at revisiting this timetable. Now, no decision has yet been made, but there is a view at very senior levels of government that they will not be able to proceed at the pace they had set out. So what could happen is that the first of those excise cuts could be reversed on September 1st. The reason for that is that the Dáil is in recess. They won't want to bring the Dáil back early, but I think it's the next ones that could change. Another reason for that kind of timetable is that you have the budget, and the government has a good news story to tell this year. We've got well-flagged income tax cuts. They wouldn't want to sully that good news story with bad news, with prices going up at the pumps. So I think watch this space. No decision yet. It's unlikely to be taken until the end of the month, but really a lot of pressure and some thinking in government that they're going to have to change.
We'll wait and see. Sandra Hurley, thank you.